Welcome all racing fans to the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 4 here in beautiful Porsche Ring in Parnu in Estonia. It is my pleasure to be here with you on the live stream. We're just getting started, but we have a very busy weekend ahead of us. First of all, we started this all already yesterday with the free practice, and obviously we've spent half of the day today with the free practice and qualifying sessions, and now it is time for the first race. First out of 4 races today, and rest of them will follow tomorrow. Obviously you have so many drivers this weekend here from all the Baltic states and as well as Poland, and we'll see a lot of racing action for sure, with a lot of incredible and fast cars and drivers behind the wheel. So let's get this thing started, and first ones off obviously is the ABC Race and V1600 alongside the Polish teams and Polish drivers with their categories, joining all the crews in this beautiful race for 10 laps. And we'll just now have a look. Who do we have on the grid? Obviously it is actually the last race of the season for the ABC and V1600, which means they're up for grabs for such important points for the championship overall standings. And this is the deciding race for the top spot of the podium. And first of all, we see, all right, that's Simuland. Yep, that's Ragnar Simuland. They're fighting with Viesturs Ozols for the top spot of the podium in this season. Good afternoon to you, sir. How are you doing this afternoon here in the Porsche Ring?
I'm doing fine.
You happy with the qualifying result?
Yeah, it could have been better, but I take it as a positive.
You have such a good battle going on with Viesturs for the top spot of the podium for this season, and it's 3 races ahead of you. What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. Let the race find out.
All right. Let's see what's going to happen. So speaking of Viesturs Ozols, he's right there with us. He's getting ready. He's all prepped. We had a chat with Viesturs before the race. He's really, really focused, and obviously Ragnar is too. Viesturs, obviously it's so fantastic to see the battle going on for the top spot of the podium at the very last of the race of the season. What are your predictions?
I don't know, actually. I'm trying to do my best, and then we will see.
All right, best of luck to you boys, and let the fastest guy win.
Thank you.
Cheers. Viesturs, short in words, but obviously he's going to do everything it takes. And we have Arvids Rumbens in the Suzuki Swift on the top spot, on the first position in the qualifying, which is absolutely fantastic. Arvids showing thumbs up. He's happy to go. We are happy to go as well. So let's see what the racing action brings. Make sure you stay tuned for the whole weekend. We're just getting started. So let's go.
So hello and welcome also from my side. Thank you, Oskars, for the introduction. Yes, we are ready to race Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 4 at the great Porsche Ring. As we look in the air, in the sky, we see some clouds over the track. They're not really dark, but yeah, let's. We have some wind out there, so clouds and wind. You can just calculate 1 + 1, and it will be 2. We see the weather forecast. Great. Yeah, it shows cloudy, but shouldn't be any rain. There is some rain predicted maybe in the night, but as far as we know, it shouldn't rain this evening. And yeah, really gigantic event and effort from the organizers to make this all happen, because we are not only racing, as Oskar said previously, a Baltic Touring Car Championship, but the Polish Championship as well. And the drivers are already on their first introduction lap, and not introduction, yeah, first warm-up lap, we could say, and then of course formation lap. Has been a while since I have commentated the circuit racing in English, so yeah, if I'm lost for some words, then yeah, that can happen. But quickly we can go through the starting grid. So we have a surprise there, Arvids. Hi, Oskars.
Hey,
you have to
hi,
look for a
Arturs.
chair.
Yeah.
So yeah, Arvids Rumbens, a surprise pole setter, but yeah, did manage to do a great lap, and That's why he's on pole. Right behind him, right beside him, we could better say, is Ragnar Simuland, the championship leader right now, 7 points ahead of Viesturs Ozols. But yeah, we have 3 races coming up for them, which means that everything will be decided in the last race tomorrow. And yeah, out of these 9 races of the season, the one result with the least points of each driver will be deleted, and that means that a lot of calculating going on there. And right now we have the second right now warm-up lap, it seems. Oh, no, it's still the same.
No, it's the
They
same.
have a standing start. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
You've
already forgotten all of it.
Yeah, I'm used to rolling starts all the time because in Kaunas all the starts were rolling, I think. So that's why I got confused. But the good old one, the good old standing start for V1600, and of course APC race and an APC race. So in V1600 we have 7 participants and APC race 10. And the championship fight in APC race is as interesting as well. Agafono's 101 point lead and 93 points for Matvejos. So really close battle there for the Baltic title as well.
So you might say in both of the most important classes right now on the deciding final round here is actually a really crucial for the result. But you've seen the boys before the start, how tense was the atmosphere there, how focused they were, and how, I would say, the least words I've ever heard from anybody before the start of the race.
Yeah,
that was it.
They know they're going for it. And of course we have 4 Polish drivers there as well from the Polish Championship. So we have 21 cars on the grid. So let's see what they can do, and I think we are about ready to get started. The first race, and it's go, go, go. It looked like a good start from Rumbens, but a bit of hesitation. Ragnar Simuland, I think, with the best start, and he will, yeah, for sure, take the lead. And Viesturs Ozols right now battling with Rumbens. Melan's behind them, and good braking there by Rumbens, and still keeping the second place. But we know Viesturs Ozols is a really strong driver, a really experienced driver. And let's see how Rumbens will fare, but for Ragnar Simuland, the perfect start.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. The reaction time on the start line was really crucial for him, and what's more important, he has Arvids Rumbens between him and Viesturs Ozols. That's all he can wish for right now, but obviously it's 10 laps to go, anything can happen, and you can see already Viesturs Ozols is on the back of Arvids Rumbens, the driver that set the pole position time for this race, and it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, and we see Arvids Melan's, of course, last year's champion of V1600, right behind Ozols as well. And there we have Jan Straupe, some Polish drivers, Martin Sputnic, and then Rumbens is fighting with right now Simuland, so pushing him. Rumbens had made some changes to his car. He's almost pushing Simuland's car right now. Made a bit of a mistake going wide, and Ozols made that happen for him. So perfect situation, perfect execution by Viesturs Ozols. He's climbing up to P2. Now, speaking about Arvids Rumbens cars, it's really fantastic to see his speed in the qualifying. But obviously, whatever he's done to the car, it's working. Yeah, I heard that he has a little bit less power than previously, so he could unload some kilograms. So that's why his car has gotten faster. And we see right now that will be the main fight right now in V1600 class, Simuland against Ozols, and I think they have the pace to go a little bit further away from Rumbens and all the other drivers, as we of course will check the results in V1600 there. And the championship leader is first. He started out first, and right behind him is his main championship rival, Marek Matvejos. So a good fight going on in ABC race as well.
Yeah, for sure. As I said, this is the deciding round. It's the final race for these 2 categories this season, and obviously they have left all of the action to the last round of the season, which is fantastic. Obviously for us, it's a lot of action. It's a lot of fighting out there in the beautiful Porsche racetrack. So we'll see what happens. Obviously now they have to do 3 races, so basically they have to do some strategy thinking. They can't really, go flat out straight away and risking damaging the car or doing something stupid. So they actually have to play it really cool.
Yeah, because usually if you crash out or do something stupid in the first race, you lose just the second, or you lose the 2 races. And right now, you have to think ahead of how high I'm revving my car and things like that, because you don't want it to break. And how do we shift? Do we flat shift or do we shift a little bit more carefully? So that's a lot of things yeah. Maybe the drivers are thinking about, maybe not. Maybe we are just thinking about these things and they're just flat out racing.
We'll have a chance to ask him this after the finish of the race, but you can see how close they are right now, and it's fantastic. It's just fantastic. These mono classes, it's just unbelievable how close they are driving right now, and I believe it's not about to change up until the finish flag.
And the funny thing about this right now, that the fastest lap is done by Jānis Straupe at this moment.
Wow,
he's sitting in P5, of course.
He started
our
from
colleague.
P6, by the way, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the organizers' team, by the way, Jānis Straupe. So managing both of the things in the same time, right?
Yeah, I remember my days when I was racing and commentating. So it's not easy because yeah, you're not fully committed to the racing, and but Jānis Straupe can manage that, and right now he's in P5, and here we see Viesturs Ozols is looking, I think, for a move. Ragnar Simuland sees that, and yeah,
he's closing in.
He's on the fighting line.
Oh yeah, he's closing in
Defense
on
line.
the inside of the turn here, but we can see that Viesturs Ozols is desperate to find a gap and find a solution, but it's also important for Viesturs to look in the mirrors, because Arvids Rumbens is just right there, and he's also really desperate to use this situation and just to climb back where he started from P1.
Yeah, and we have, I would say, 5 drivers doing the same pace. We see Arvids Rumbens there in P4 as well. Yeah, we have always talked for a few years already about the V1600 class. I think this is this 3rd season maybe. And we are talking that, yeah, there will be more drivers and more drivers. Right now we have 7 on the starting line, but with these fights, when you see how close they are fighting, I think it's just a matter of time that maybe next year we will have some more V1600 cars, and I know already about a few of them. So I'm sure next year we will reach at least the 10 car mark and go from then.
Yeah, speaking about the ABC race category, so Agafonos, we have a replay here. That's the car number 96, Alexander Puciluiko. Yeah, just like a little off-road racing from him there. But yeah, speaking about the ABC race now, Marek Matvejev's in the 2nd position, Ars Agafonov's ahead of him. And obviously they also have their own battle to sort it out. They're really close, half a second gap only between them two. So it's going to be a tight one, but obviously any of these 2 drivers can take the top spot of the podium in the season 2024 this year. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and they're driving like championship leaders. They're 5 seconds ahead of 3rd placed Kristaps Stikuts, who hasn't done a full season, but he's back for this race. Nice to see Kristaps back. As we see the fight, the tension is coming, getting higher and higher. And we saw a little bit of a flat spot from Simuland a few corners previously.
Yeah.
So he is on the limit, that's for sure. No ABS there for the cars. And yeah, but still, this is like a nice train there. 5 cars and yeah, 4 different cars we have there. We have the Yaris is out front, then we have the Suzuki Swift, and of course the Ford Fiesta, the bright yellow one. I've driven it last year in another round, and it's a nice, really fun car to drive.
And Jānis Straupe in a Mini Cooper.
Yeah,
and he's still there in the back of Arvids Rumbens, so we'll see. Oh, okay.
Rumbens going for it against Ozols.
And it seemed like Straupe is also trying to go for a move, but he wasn't close enough, so obviously he's backing off.
And of course, while they're fighting, we see Rumbens and Straupe just, catching them a little bit, losing some time at some other places, but I think this will go up until the end, and we have done 4.5 laps, we would say. And we see Ozols already on the defensive line. He's not catching right now and not going for it against Simuland. He has to defend against Rumbens. So Wow, this surprises me, and we see now the move from Rumbens, a flat spot there by Ozols, and yeah, and right now better exit speed there for Ozols, but Rumbens should be on the inside line, but yeah,
that's the action we are looking for. Good job, boys. This is why we love the V1600s at the ABC race. We want to see some more of it for sure.
Yeah, overtaking and defensive driving and everything. So.
Oh, by the way, we see in our screens another Mini Cooper. It's the Polish driver Bruno Toman, also following the top guys, and he's in P6 right now. So.
Yeah, keeping up.
Yeah, keeping up with the pace.
He's of course P1 in his class in Poland. That's for sure,
yeah.
100%. But I really don't know on which class he is. Like we can check. Bruno Toman, yeah.
Yeah.
It is Klass 2 RN2.
All right.
Yeah, so now we know.
Now we see that Viesturs Ozols really has to stay focused and look in the mirrors and decide what's more important at this position, to lose the second place or to go for the first. It's a gamble right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he hasn't got the speed right now to catch with Simuland, or if he's playing a little bit of safe.
It shouldn't be about this point in the race. It shouldn't be that the tires are overheating or something. We can see.
Locking up again the brakes. Yeah. And Straube is catching Malans right now. He's really close behind him, and will try maybe to make a move there as well. Straube, of course, also a really good and experienced sim racer, and right now trying to do it in real life.
Exactly. So overall, fantastic weekend so far. We've had so many practice sessions and qualifying sessions, and we actually had already some drama in here in Porsche Ring beforehand, before we started racing. Obviously, a bad luck for some of the Polish drivers, including one of the Porsche drivers. Unfortunately, the car is unrepairable right now, so we'll be missing one of the Porsches in the race later on, but it's so far so good. We'll see. I'm really sure we'll see a lot of racing action this weekend. We have a lot of races ahead of us, and here we go. We have a position change.
Oh, Rumbens is ahead of Ozols and
Exactly.
going for and the fastest lap right now done by Ozols. So they're going crazy, the drivers.
It's absolutely amazing.
Wow. Yeah, we have 4 sprint races today, and tomorrow we have, guess, 10.
Oh, 10 sprint races. Oh my God.
And of course, in the evening, the 2-hour Nagang, which will be a crazy one for sure, because there will be 40 teams on the grid, something like that.
I heard that it's even more than 40
wow.
on the grid. 41 or 42.
And Rumbens is going for the lead right now. And yeah, you can't overtake there on the outside, but he is really close.
Crazy stuff.
So all the time, the issue was in the car for Arvids Rumbens when he didn't have the greatest results. And right now he has sorted that out, and he's going for it. And wow, so close, looking for the right gap, looking for the right corner to do that. And previously we had all the 5 cars lined up behind each other. Right now the top 3 has put in another gear, the next gear maybe, and are pulling away.
So we have right now, I think it's safe to say, should it be 3 laps to go? Yeah, it's true. So only 3 laps out of 10 to go in this race, and locking the brakes.
And right now that was a mistake, of course, a bit of from Rumbens. Ozols comes back at him. Can he overtake him or not? And we see Rumbens. Yeah, his car is flying. His car is flying, and right now look
again from the outside. He's trying everything it takes here in this racetrack, taking just ridiculous lines at some point, but whatever works, you know.
Yeah, and I think you can't overtake in the Parabolica.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do it on the opening lap with BMWs 30 around you, but not in the normal. And then trying. Wow, he's going on the dirty outside.
It's just crazy.
And taking all the speed right now, and we see Ozols coming behind them.
Late braking, and we'll see if it pays back. Not really, and now Viesturs Ozols is also sneaking on the inside.
Really wide line there by Rumbens.
This is just amazing view, I have to say. And you can see the drone is also following this battle for the top 3 positions.
Yeah, I wish that Melands and Straupe could follow them. Would be even more chaotic and a nice fight there. But they're right now fighting with each other. And we see them here in the background. So, okay, Rumbens a bit of a mistake somehow. Lost a bit of ground against Simuland, and we are in the second to last. Oh, and a mistake by Simuland in the first corner. Outbraked himself, and right now that has lost him 2 positions in one corner from P1 to P3. And with 2 laps to go, of course, a young driver can make mistakes.
That's really unfortunate for the championship leader, Ragnar Simuland. And that mistake really costed him, but it just fell in the hands of Arvids Rumbens. He's now back where he started in P1 with Viesturs Ozols following. You know, we have a replay there. He just misjudged the braking point. He was really too quick into the corner, and that's really bad news. Though, from this standing point, I would say Viesturs Ozols doesn't even need to win the race. He just has to be ahead of Ragnar Simuland, and that should do it by now.
That would be the safe bet. That would be the safe bet. But you get 25 points for first place and 18 for second. So these 7 points would get him on the same points.
Exactly.
At least. Oh no, more, because he's third right now, Simuland. So with the win, Ozols would take the championship lead. And right now, that's a decision he has to make. Go for it and risk it to lose it all in this race, or just take the points.
True. But so far, Arvids Rumbens has been really quick. We've seen from the previous laps when he was battling it out with Ragnar Simuland, he was just all the time quicker and quicker in every turn. Now we see Viesturs Ozols also locking the brakes. He's also doing everything it takes right now. And we're going into the final lap of the race 1.
And right now in ABC race, Agafono's still ahead of Matveus, but they're within a half a second. So, and Kristaps Stikuts still in third place. So nice fighting going on there. Also all race long.
And obviously, I will be heading on to the Parc Fermé to speak to the drivers after the race, which is going to be fantastic. We'll have a chance to speak with Arvids Rumbens. We didn't have a chance to speak with him before the start of the race. Maybe that's a good luck. Maybe that's what helped. I don't know. I don't want to judge, but so far so good. Perfect job, perfect execution by him.
Yeah, and it's the final lap, and doesn't look like Ozols has a chance right now against Rumbens. No real overtaking opportunities. And they're coming, second to last corner. And I think if Rumbens doesn't make a big mistake right now, then that's it for the race. And final corner, 10 laps. 10 laps are done in the V1600 and P8 and ABC race. Race 1 out of 3 this weekend. We will see the checkered flag. And congratulations to Arvids Rumbens, his first, I think it's his first win in V1600. Viesturs Ozols in second place and Ragnar Simuland in third. So going into this race, Simuland was 7 points ahead. Right now, Viesturs Ozols has got 3 points more in this race, so he cuts it to just 4 points before the 2 last races. And I said, of course, there's a lot of calculating because your worst result will be counted out of the championship. So we will have 8 out of 9 races going towards the championship. And here we have the confirmation of the results. Congrats to the first 3. Straupe got by Arvids Melands somehow in the fight in the last lap. And then in ABC race, congrats there to now. They're still finishing, sorry. Of course, the speed difference is quite a bit, around 6-7 seconds per lap. But now we have, and Matveus has lost out to Stikuts somehow. So now it's Agafonos in P1, Kristaps Stikuts P2, and Mareks Matvejev's P3. And right now, yeah, we will look at the highlights and go through the best moments, and then of course the Parc Fermé with the interviews from Oscars with I don't know, the winner, the first three. Let's see how much time we will have, and yeah, that's quite a big off-road, but yeah, that's the biggest breaking point of the whole race, as we have here the nice battle between Ozols and Rumbens. And they had really nice battles through the whole race, as they have right now all finished. And this was the key moment of this race, maybe the key moment of the championship. Ragnar Simuland, only I think 15 years old, something like that. And yeah, when you are under pressure, maybe that was a fault of the car or something like that. But let's see. And here, of course, from them would be interesting to hear from all three, as the next race coming up after this, we will have the BaTCC 1, BaTCC 2 and BaTCC 3 race, that racing all together with some Polish classes as well. So that will come up if you are interested in that class. There are plenty of drivers on the grid, so will be really nice to see them. And I think yeah, we are here on at the Parc Fermé already. They're weighing the cars, of course. And where is the... this is BaTCC 1, 2, 3, what I wanted to see. The grid, we will have 19 cars from the BaTCC classes and some additional 5 cars from the Polish Championship. So yeah, right now we see the winner, Arvids Rumbens of V1600 class, is waiting to get his car weighed. Because
all right, guys, we are before the Parc Fermé. The guys have to weight the cars. Obviously, everything has to be according to the regulations of the V1600 class. We also see the APC race, guys, and ladies. We can't forget the ladies. So they're all coming here. We can see Yukam also passing us. But now Rumbens is going on the weights. Meanwhile, we can have a chat with the rest of the boys and to see what they have to say now. Ragnar Simuland, unfortunate mistake, to be honest with you. It's unbelievable how the victory just slipped away from here. Ragnar, I know it's a pity and it's a shame and you really don't want to talk about it, but talk us through the mistake over there on the braking. What happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Car just didn't have brakes. Not sure what happened. Just couldn't brake. Just locked up.
Before that, you looked really confident. The speed was there, so you have 2 more races to prove it.
Yeah, shame to end it that way, but it's racing.
All right, keep on pushing, man. All right, you've heard Simuland's comments after the race. Obviously, something weird happened to the car. We don't know what it is. He also doesn't know. Now it's going to be up to the team to find out what's wrong with the Toyota Yaris. Meanwhile, we can go and have a chat with Arvids Rumbens, because we hadn't had a chat with him before the start of the race, which obviously, I don't know, it's maybe a good sign. It's maybe a good thing we hadn't had a chance to talk to Arvids. Now, congratulations to you, dude. Unbelievable race, and a bit of it luck as well in this race for you.
Latvijas.
Yeah. So, ļoti labs brauciens, bet nedaudz arī veiksmi palīdzēja šajā braucienā. Kā tu pats vērtē?
Veiksmi palīdzēja, konkurenti kļūdījās, pāris vietās, bet
Tāds ir sports.
tieši tā, tāds ir sports.
Okay, apsveicam uzvaru.
Paldies.
So Arvids says, as I told you, so a bit of a luck, of course, and a good racing by him, and a little bit setup changes in the car has done the perfect job for him. He's really confident in the car. He's really quick. And here we go. Viesturs Ozols, so if we can have a chat with you as well. So obviously, as we spoke before, Ragnar doesn't know what happened to the car. He was braking, the car wasn't just stopping. So obviously that played well for you in your hands. And as I understand, it's not important for you to win the race, but to be ahead of Ragnar.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you've done that, just that.
Yeah, I hope so. But Arvids was pretty beast today. He was going in a tough way,
Okay.
but it was good. The race was good.
All right, fantastic footage. We just enjoyed it so much. Keep doing the good job on the second and third race as well.
Thank you.
All right, let's follow up on the guys after the second and third race, which is going to be tomorrow. But now we head on to the pre-grid, the start area for the Baltic Touring Car Championship class race number 1. Let's go.